Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Come on in, guys, come on in. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Come on in. It's a Saturday. It's a good day. Alrighty, I'll get right into my thoughts and you guys can chime it up. See, there you go. You guys can chime on in as I go. Grand Rising, Luther. I am awesome with the sauce on it. How are you? Hope you are enjoying this grand Saturday. Hope you guys have been enjoying your weeks, even with all what's going on. Just had some things on my mind that I wanted to share, and hopefully it will help and inspire, of course. Well, I want to start off by saying dua. Thank you. Appreciations to everyone that wished me a happy birthday. Solar return on the 9th. Appreciate you so kindly. 35 is awesome. I'm glad I made it. And right after my birthday, the work begins. So I have been, if you notice, I haven't been too active the last couple of days because I have been in my thoughts and I have been working on some things because this is my year of discipline and work got to be done. Had some fun. Now I got to get to work, and that's partly why I wanted to talk today. So I'm going to start off with I was commenting on someone's post the other day. Of course, it's about what's going on. The individual asked about having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? When are we really going to have a conversation about the who, how, and what, or what with what's going on? My response to that was that that's going to be a difficult thing to do because of how what's going on is structured. All of this social distancing, as everyone feels that that is good for your safety, but if you think of it in a different perspective, it is continuing to divide us. We're already divided mentally. Now we are literally divided physically. We can't really talk to each other outside of social media, texting, phone calls, using devices that we don't control. See, everyone wants to have a conversation that's comfortable. Everyone wants a comfortable conversation. What can we do to get back to the way life was in February before all this happens? That's the conversation that most people want to have. No one wants to conversate about the change. How are we going to change from what things was going on in February? You want to reintegrate yourself back into the things they used to be, and they're never going to be the same. That is the problem. What I don't like also about this situation is that, again, it continues to, like I said, divide us. The individual that I was commenting on, I very much respect this individual. They're older than me. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of things together, you know what I'm saying, that I am working on. So I respect this person, which is why I even commented on their posts. But their response to that was to insult me. Whether they felt that that was their intention or not, that's exactly what they did. Now, these are two people who are very intelligent, because I'm very intelligent just like this person is. We both, I feel, care about people and really want to find a solution to some sort. So I felt like his comment was unnecessary. Pretty much said that I was a jive-ass revolutionary is what was actually said. Simply because I'm telling him that the revolution ain't going to be televised. Because we can't mobilize outside of our social media, like I said, devices and things of that nature. We couldn't really come up with a plan if we wanted to. Because they're monitoring it. Look at your history. Anytime we've ever had to you know what I'm saying, get free, we had to do that shit in secret. Can't tell your enemy what your plan is, thinking that your plan is going to work. Don't work that way. Like right now, I'm talking about this, they're watching. If I say the wrong thing, if I say the wrong word, if I get too deep, they can shut my live off right now if they want to. I have no control over this platform. That was the point that I was trying to make. That is what the revolutionaries of the past were trying to say. We ain't listening. There are plenty of plans that can be made. I've been saying this the whole time before this even happened. We need to be sovereign. We need to be able to control our resources. That is what's needed. We need to be able to grow our own food. You know what I'm saying? Collect our own water. Use the sun for energy. That's what is needed to change what's going on. So the next time something happens or the government do some shit they ain't got no business, you're still good because you supply your own resources. That's what's needed. But this country is not about to let you do that. So instead of you being upset about that and trying to figure out why that it is, you're upset with me for letting you know that that's what it is. This is the point. I keep telling you, these things are distractions to keep us from uniting. That is why we are in this situation right now, because we will not unite. Or we're thinking about social, we're thinking about me and mine. You in this house, you in that house. I need to get all the toilet tissue. I need to get all of this. Everything is I. There is no we. That's the problem. So this individual is asking for solutions. Those are the solutions right there. We've been having conversations online for weeks. Everybody's been giving their opinions. Everybody's been giving their facts and their research and all of that stuff. And to be honest, unless you're somebody who's boots on the ground with this shit, you don't know what you're talking about. That includes me. We're all trying to use our intelligence, our common sense, and what we know to figure out what's going on. And we're fighting with each other because we're all trying to figure out what's going on. Do you see how that poses a problem? We are not the people, we're not the catalyst of this situation, but yet we are arguing about a solution to figure it out. We're arguing with each other about that instead of the people who actually put us in this situation. We have to stop doing that. That's what all this panic is about. You guys are afraid to die. So you're willing to not use your critical thinking skills because you're afraid to die. Well, here's the thing, guys. I don't care who you pray to or what life choice you live. You do know that death is certain. You already know that the end game is death. If you're a Christian, y'all guys preach it all the time. You never know the day or the hour. So you always just have to be right with God, right? So you should be doing that. Not arguing with me, you should be doing that. If you're conscious, you understand that death is an illusion. You know that we're energy. You know that energy is never destroyed. It is only transformed. You know that. So why are you afraid? It's stopping you from thinking. This is a simple fix. People have been saying this. This is not rocket science. Our immune systems are compromised. That's why a lot of us are dying. Period. Your immune system is made to fight off foreign things. If your immune system is compromised, it cannot fight off those foreign things. Those foreign things can kill you. 1 + 1 is 2. Are y'all ready to get right with your health? Are you willing to make those changes? That's the solution. Ain't got shit to do with Trump. Ain't got shit to do with them Chinese folk, Wuhan, 5G. None of that means anything. You need to get your immune system right. period, so you can be prepared for any viral bacterial infection. There's so much nastiness going on in the world that you don't know about, and you need to be prepared for it. We have to start educating ourselves. Learn your body. And when I was in college, a lot of times we were able to get our school books, our textbooks from Amazon. You did not have to just get your books from college. You get that shit offline. Buy you an anatomy and physiology book. It's a thick ass book. Your body is massive. Buy it. Learn every system in the body. Learn about every organ. Learn about the herbs, you know what I'm saying, in a natural, organic ways, you know what I'm saying, to fill those things up, to nourish those things. That's what you need to know. We have to stop allowing doctors to be the only ones who know what's up with our bodies. That's the problem. Because you seem to forget that these doctors, they're people too. They're no bigger or better than you. They just studied some shit that you didn't. You can read the same book they read and find out the same shit that they know. Instead of having another human being that ain't God. For my religious folk, you have other human beings that have your life in their hands. And you're expecting them to know because they're a doctor, because they make that $100,000 a year. So they have to know when they're human beings just like you are. They make mistakes just like you do. But you are giving them your life. You giving them power over your life. You're not making any decisions for yourself. You're listening to them. And then there's facts out there. There are people who are telling you that these folks are not right. That they're jumping up these numbers to scare you because you're not thinking. I know somebody who works at a hospital. I had a conversation with them a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact. And they was telling me how normally they work in a lab and they get to see all the labs that come through on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? This person has been in the medical field for years, so they've seen a pattern. They've been doing this for years. Always around this time, you know, you get flu labs. You know, it's flu season, so a lot of people are getting labs to get either get the flu shots, getting whatever, the common cold. These are the, you know what I'm saying, these are things that people come into the hospital with, come to, you know what I'm saying, your little medical stations for. These are the labs that go through on a normal. All those numbers have dropped now. And this is somebody who works in the field. This is not coming from me. It's coming from somebody who works in the field. This person has not seen a flu lab in weeks. A common cold lab in weeks. Nothing that has to do with the respiratory system. Everything is COVID-19. No other respiratory issue, you know what I'm saying, coming through the lab. That don't make no sense. But see, these are the things that we're not thinking about. These are things that you're not looking for. No one is asking who these millions of people are. There are no names. You know what I'm saying? When 9/11 happened, I was in New York. I was in high school when that happened. They definitely had the names of people as they were coming in. People were trying to figure out, was that going to be their mom? Was that going to be their dad? Because, you know, a lot of them worked in them buildings. They had names. They had faces on the front news paper as these dead people came up. As everybody started reporting their loved ones being missing, or, you know what I'm saying, or being dead from that. That was shown. All you keep hearing is there's 100 people in this county. There's 1,000 more cases in this county. And another 1,000 over here. And 200 over here. Who are these 200,000 people? Y'all not asking these questions. Why is it that when Trump addresses you, I don't listen to that nigga. When he addresses y'all, why are they not social distancing in that space? Are you thinking about that while you watching him talk to you? Are you realizing that he has, we all know how the president works. You know how much security that man got. He has more than 10 people watching his back. There are people up there on a podium. I don't know who they are. That just stands there while he's talking to y'all. They're not 6 feet apart. They don't have on masks. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't have on gloves. They're standing there like regular people talking to you and telling you what to do. And then you got all the people, the press or the media, whoever those folks are, who are their hands asking questions. Mr. President, trying to get their questions in for their media, you know what I'm saying, platform. None of them have on masks. None of them have on gloves. And they're definitely shoulder to shoulder, talking to you and telling you that you're not supposed to be around nobody. That doesn't make sense. All I'm asking everyone to do is to use your brain, critically think. You ain't got to just listen to me. Use your brain. Take in all the information and use your brain and decipher what makes sense to you. Stop allowing these people to make you, you know what I'm saying, think that you're an idiot. You're seeing things right before your eyes and they're trying to tell you that ain't it. Nah. God gave you common sense before anything, before you knew how to read, you know what I'm saying, or comprehend anything. You had common sense and intuition. That's how you get through life until you learn all the other stuff. Don't let them tell you. Exactly, Deshaun. You need to learn your history. They've been doing this shit. This is on record. But they don't teach you that in school. They're not teaching you or your kids that. We have to educate ourselves. If I sound like the revolutions from the 60s and 70s, then let me do that. You have to stop letting the people who oppress you educate you and take care of you. That is just a fact. How are you going to allow your enemy to teach your children? How? You may think using the word enemy is too harsh. I guess that's the verbiage is what get people. Because you know what I'm saying, you're talking revolution and you're talking the enemy and all that. Well, that's what it is. Wake up. You're going to have to get a backbone. This is, we are in a time where all things are revealed. You need to know what's up. I know y'all don't like Trump and shit, but that nigga is showing y'all what's up. This is what this country and how our government has been working the whole damn time. They've been fronting for you to make you think that the shit is all good. And it ain't. That's how they feel. And I'm going to keep saying the they. That's another thing that, people are arguing about. Here's that they word again. Yes, they. Because we're not a part of them. This ain't no country. This is a corporation. We work for them. Don't you see that? Right now, we are supposed to be the greatest country in the world. People come here to make money. People leave their quote-unquote third world countries to come here to have a better life and to succeed. And yet, we're in a pandemic, a crisis, and we all still got to pay rent. We all still have to pay lights. You still all have to pay insurance on your cars that you can't go out and really drive. You still have to pay all of this money while they are stopping you from making money. You're not thinking. Are we not $1 trillion in debt? Is this country not $1 trillion in debt? Now, let me ask y'all a question. If you had a business that was $1 trillion in debt, where you coming up with money, with another trillion or however many $1 billion that they done came up with for the stimulus checks that they gonna give y'all? Where they getting that from? Your company owes $1 trillion to somebody. How are they going to give you as the employees, you know what I'm saying, your checks? How? That don't make sense. You don't have to be a financial genius to figure that shit out. Where's the money coming from? You ain't got none. How are you giving me some? Y'all ain't getting no income tax 2021. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. you have to pay that money back. That is a loan. They not giving you shit. That is a loan. So you can go right back into being in debt with them. You're going to owe them again. Because remember, they're in debt. How come Trump got paid and you don't, and y'all can't go to work? You think all them people, you think the people in the House, Congress, and whatever, you don't think they got their checks this year? You don't think they got their bread? You don't think they got their salaries? They got that. You're the one at home that can't work. But you want to argue and be mad with me. Because I'm telling you what's right in front of your eyes. Because they got you thinking that money, yes, Luther, I got to get that money. Because I got these bills to pay. And I got to get back to what... Yo, the money you spend is paper. We are $1 trillion in debt. You don't have any money. And this situation just showed you that money don't mean anything. Because everybody who got more money than me is panicking. What good is your money right now? What's good is you having 2, 3, 4 cars, mad properties and all that shit? What is that good for you right now in this situation? Nada. Zilch. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. What is $1,200 going to do for y'all? I know in Macon, Georgia, you know what I'm saying, things are a little bit cheaper. I can dig it. I can actually make $1,200 stretch. But the majority y'all, with your big ass houses and these subdivisions and your 2, 3 cars, your new 2019, 2020 jump off. If you live in New York, $1,200 ain't shit. That's not doing nothing for you. That may be one bill. That's not about to get y'all out of what you got going on, you being out of work for a month. It's not about to help you. And you know that's not about to help you. But you're not saying nothing about that. You're getting mad at me because I'm pointing it out. Because you don't want to do nothing about it. You have no oomph to do anything about that. You just going to go with the status quo. And guess what? Everyone has a right to do what they want to do. You have a right to subscribe to, you know what I'm saying, to this corporation. You have a right to do that. It's not my job to tell you what's right for your life. But what you're not going to do is sit there and get mad at me. Because I'm trying to tell you the truth that you're not ready for. It's time to get ready. Because it doesn't matter if you accept it or not. Things are going to happen regardless. This situation should show you that already. No matter how you feel, who you pray to, sit your ass down. That's what Corona just did. You got to get that shit together. You want real solutions, you're gonna have to buck up. You're gonna have to get a backbone. All of this sugar-coaty honey, like I said, no more honey. That's it. We can't not do that. That's sensitive. And I understand people are dying. And this is why we can't be sensitive, because people are dying. You guys want us to be, oh my God, no. We gotta stop this shit. I don't want to sit around here and just be sad. And oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I'm pouring out liquor, you know what I'm saying? Till we get, no, what the fuck we gonna do to fix this shit? And when they say we, starting with we, yeah, we got to take care of ourselves. Period. Stop looking for this country to do something for you, because they ain't. You support them. They don't support you. Look at your life. You pay insurance just in case something happens and they don't give you your fucking money back. In case something happened. I gotta dish you out $300, $400, $500 just in case something happens. And if I don't give you that money just in case something happens, I'm locking your ass up. How does that make sense to y'all? How? Y'all don't think it's an issue that y'all family members are dying and you don't get to see them? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? And miss me with the, oh, they just trying to keep us all safe. Fuck out of here. How your family member died and you don't have the right to go see them? This is why it's easy, you know what I'm saying, to mislead you. Because you're not allowed any information. You're not allowed to, all you got to do is listen to the doctor and what they tell you over the phone. There is no records that you get to see. They don't email you nothing. They don't video chat you to show. They're not showing you anything. They're just telling you your peoples is gone. Well, how? How did that happen? You don't get to ask no questions. You don't get to go up there and see nothing. So you don't see how easy it is to trump up numbers when you don't get to go see for yourself what's going on? Again, you don't know. So don't get mad at me because I'm telling you to question that. Again, these are your loved ones. These are people that you love. Don't get mad at me. Ask questions. Start thinking so you can protect yourself and your peoples. You need to understand that Michael Jackson was trying to tell y'all. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. They don't. And I don't care who you want to name them they is. The 1%, the government, the Illuminati, the elites. I don't care what label you want to put onto them. Whatever suits you. But they're a group of motherfuckers that ain't you and they run your life. That's the bottom line. Bottom line. They run your life. You can't move, jump on anything without their say-so. That is the point. Let's stop fighting over semantics and words and that's that bullshit. That's that distraction. And that's what they want us to do. We need to stop that. Wake up, people. The way this, you ain't in Kansas no more. See what's right in front of your eyes. Me talking to you, the only thing I get out of this is because we are in this together. I keep telling y'all, you are me and I am you. You succeed, I succeed. That's what I get out of this. Not money like the government. Think about you. I want y'all to start thinking about that when you want to argue with folks like me. The pros and cons. What does this person gain from telling me this? What does the government gain from me not listening? Let's weigh that out. What do I gain for you listening to me? You ain't giving me no money. You're not paying my bills. I'm not getting a commission for that. By me telling you to stop eating meat and to boost your immune system. I'm not getting no coins for that. But the government does for you not. Popeyes gets plenty. McDonald's gets plenty. Your doctor gets plenty. The pharmacy gets plenty. The IRS gets plenty. That insurance company gets plenty. Yeah, these people are getting paid off your ass, off your hard work on a daily, for you listening to them. Your doctor didn't cure shit yet, but you trust them with your whole life. They didn't cure not one thing yet. We've been fighting cancer and AIDS for decades. Y'all got whole fucking planes that you say that could go all this AI, all this technology, but you ain't cured cancer or AIDS yet. They're allowed to give you drugs that they don't know is going to work or not. You seen the commercials. Have you tried Zarilarol? Well, call the law office of such and such and such and so, because you should be able to get you some money. How many commercials have you seen like that? And it never dawned on you to stop going to the doctor. Yo, these niggas keep giving us shit that they don't even know that works. And it fucks us up before that. And then we got to go to a lawyer and get some money. You ain't never thought that, well, maybe we don't need to be talking to you niggas? You obviously don't know what you're doing. But you're getting paid all this goddamn money to supposed to know what you're doing. But you don't know what you're doing because we still sick. We still as black people living with diabetes and hypertension and all of that shit. You ain't cured a damn thing yet. You say no to drugs. America is the biggest drug dealers on earth. That's all they give you is drugs. Everything that they have for you is a drug. And you take it because they said it's what it is. You go in there and you say something and they tell you what you got going on. And they say, well, we got this, that, and the third, that, and the third. Then something happens. Oh, we can't give you that no more. That's actually not safe. But I've been taking this shit for 5 years. What you mean it's not safe? And then you don't get to sue them. The medical field, there's a law that you are not allowed to sue you're not allowed to do that. The fuck you mean I'm not allowed to sue you if I go in there and you supposed to do something on me that you are a professional for? That's what you get paid for. That's what your license is for. That's what you went to college for. And that's why I'm coming to you for and paid you for. And you fuck me up and I'm not supposed to get compensated from that. You're telling me that I am risking. This is the shit that be getting me about folks who be coming at me. You are risking your life every time you go in there. When you guys have babies, that epidural, don't you gotta sign a piece of paper that says if anything happens to your spine or anything goes wrong while they sticking that thing in your back, you can't sue them? So that doctor comes in one day with the slippy hands, or they're an alcoholic or some crazy shit like that. You've seen it. Nurse Jackie was a whole alcoholic. Best nurse there, but she was a whole alcoholic. What happens when a Nurse Jackie comes in there, you know what I'm saying, and sticks that thing in your back and fuck up your whole spine? You're willing to risk that. But I'm telling you to go get you some Lumwort or some Mullen or some sea moss or some something, and you looking at me like I'm bugged out. Like, what is that? I'm not about to try. I don't know what that is. Nigga, you don't know what it is, what they give you either. You ain't never heard of trilisicalog or the Babliscaball. You don't know what the fuck that is. You don't know what that mean. But you take it anyway. You only take it because that's a doctor and you're trained to believe them. That's it. Not because you know that they know. Because you were trained that they are supposed to know. When the fact of the matter is, you are supposed to know. You're supposed to know what your body is like. Not them. You. Take control of your life. Everybody swears up and down they free. And I control my life. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't care what you got. I don't care what house you live in. I don't care what kind of diamonds you walking around with. You don't own none of that shit. Owe the bank some money. They taking that. You don't own anything. You need to see that so you can start making changes so you can. Especially you guys who are financially on point. You got it but don't got the mindset. It's the same thing as not having it. Let's do better. What do you have to lose? Honestly, don't work for you. This is why I say this is all about perspective. If what I say doesn't work for you, you can go back to doing what the fuck you was doing. See how that works? But if you try something different and it works, what does that look like? We got to stop being scared. As human beings, we fear what we don't understand, and we hate what we fear. That's a problem. Stop being scared. Again, death is certain. You don't know the day or the hour. So the best thing you can do is stay prepared. Be prepared. Again, for my religious folk, you're supposed to be making sure you're living right. Because you don't know when God is coming back. So live right. So it doesn't matter if you caught corona or not. It shouldn't be a problem because you living right. Right? Same difference. Outside of religion. You keep your immune system on point. You ain't got to worry about infections. Because your immune system is going to take care of that because that's its job. Bottom line. You're not going to leave this earth a second before or after your time. That is a promise. That's something that I can tell you personally as a fact. I should have bled out. This was gone. After that car stopped. Gone. Stopped. Had to wait for helicopters and whatever, however that worked. I should be dead. But it was not my time. So that's why I'm here. Period. So you're not going to leave here a second before. So while you are here, you do it right. The best to your abilities. And once you know something, once you know better, you do better. Stop with all this cognitive dissonance nonsense. We smart. You got a brain and you know how to use it. Stop being afraid. Get out of your comfort. I understand it's easier to be in the Matrix. I'll do the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? Analogy. I understand that in the real world it sucks. I understand that you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, eat white snot and walk around with ragged clothes and on a ship. I get it. That's not glamorous. I understand. When you're used to, steak and the woman in the red dress. Completely get it. But what you need to get is that shit is fake. That ain't real. You need to get with the real. And accept that. Because that's a production. That's a movie. This life that we have been living in this country is a movie. Like these things, this corona situation, this happens in other places all the time. There are people who die in masses in other places all the time. And our spoiled asses don't care. That's just something on TV. Oh, that's fucked up. Damn, that's foul. Let me put up their flag on my Facebook wall for a week and then completely forget about what happened to them. That's what we do. We act like that, you know what I'm saying? That, again, that's just a movie. It's not. You know that now. Guess what? The other people in other countries are looking at us now. Damn, that's crazy. See how that works? We got to do better. Stop arguing with people. If someone has an idea or some kind of perspective about what's going on and you don't like it, keep it fucking moving. Stop arguing with people. If you're not an expert, if you out here asking questions, you are not in a position to tell somebody else that they're wrong. We all trying to figure this thing out. All of us. Let's figure it out together. Let's stop insulting each other because we're all, again, trying to figure this shit out. We didn't put ourselves in this situation. We did not create coronavirus. We did not create those 5G towers. And we are not putting them shits up. We are not fucking up this. We're not doing that. It's them, they, whatever you want to call them. And they're not arguing. They're sticking together. That's another thing. All these other nationalities as well. They're sticking together. I don't see Asians online arguing with each other about if it's 5G or if it's the COVID. I don't see I don't see the Arabs. I don't see them arguing back and forth about what's going on. The Jews. I don't see none of that. Again, it's always just us. arguing back and forth with each other and don't know shit. You know how stupid we be looking to these people? Because no one is trying to figure it out. We're trying to argue with each other and tell each other that we don't know what we're talking about, instead of just trying to go out there and figure it out. Because they got that figured out. I guarantee you, all those nationalities I just mentioned, their neighborhoods are straight. I know they good. They probably, every family, and this is something that we really need to do. This is low-key what I was going to try to tell, you know what I'm saying, homie, you know what I mean, when we was having that conversation. As a community, each community, like I live in a complex. So everybody in this complex, we should all be in communication with each other. We should all be stockpiling resources. So if someone in this community is lacking something, everyone has. So nobody lacks. So there's no reason for nobody to rob nobody. There's no reason for violence. There's no reason for looting and any of that, because everybody has access to what they need. Do you see how that solves the problem? Real simple. Instead of that, this is my house, and that's what that division does. Now we're in a crisis, and you're not even comfortable enough to knock on your neighbor's door to ask for some shit. You don't even have it in your mind to buy extra shit for the rest of your community. You're just thinking about your house. That's how you get robbed and shot. Because when people in survival mode, all that goes out the window. And you think because it's not here right now, that's you need to be prepared for that. And this is what this situation is supposed to show you. This was bad. You wasn't expecting this, were you? You wasn't expecting this at all. So why won't you think that it can get worse? Why wouldn't you want to prepare for that? Like, damn, son, this happened. So yeah, let's prepare for this. It can get worse. So let's prepare for that. What would be the worst case scenario? This is the common conversation we need to have. If this is the worst case scenario, how are we gonna handle that? Worst case scenario is the apocalypse. I'm gonna just say that Walking Dead shit. That would be the ultimate. What you gonna do if that happens? How you gonna protect your family if that happens? The shit is on TV, so you can't miss me and tell me that shit's not a possibility. Let's get that. Let's stop with the whole, it's just TV bullshit. Y'all already know that TV mimics real life. These people are not sitting here that creative. These niggas is not that big of artists and writers and all that. They're taking this shit from real life. They're telling you what they're doing in these movies. You can act like they're not doing that if you want to. But they've been telling you what they've been doing. 9/11. That Homeland Security shit? Yeah. Head of State. Watch it. With Will Smith. They told you about that already. How they can bug everything on your body, your whole house, your car. These fools had cameras and all types of shit all in his suit, in his shoe, in his pants, in the pen he had, in his cell phone, in his coat jacket. They were showing you how they were capable of violating your whole privacy and keeping tabs on you. They showed you how they're doing that in that movie. You need to watch it. iRobot, all that AI shit they were talking about in there. You ain't seen the Microsoft commercial with Common, the rapper, in it, talking about AI? You don't know that Amazon is trying to make their new whatever centers, they're trying to make them AI friendly? I know a man who works for Amazon. He's an engineer for Amazon. And what he's told me is that they're trying to make it, instead of 2 day for Prime, they're trying to make it 1 day for Prime. And guess what? Human beings don't work like that. Human beings get tired. Human beings need water. Human beings need a lunch break. Human beings got other shit to do. Human beings can't go as fast as you may want them to go. Things happen because we're human beings. But robots, they just work till you shut them off. That's what they want. Matter of fact, no. That's what you want. Right? You want your package in a day. Don't get me wrong, I got Prime. I get it. I want my shit in 2 days. But what we're not understanding is that what does it take to have that? We want all of these luxuries. We want all this comfort. But there's a price for that. There's a price, you know what I'm saying, to being there's a price to being able to microwave your way through life. You don't want to wait 20 minutes to cook the meal. You don't want to wait an hour and 2 hours. You don't want the slow cook. You don't want to slow cook the shit for 3-6 hours so it could be good and marinate and good for you. You want the microwave. You know the price for getting your food in 2 minutes versus 3? Cancer. Because that's radiation going in your food every day. This is coming from somebody who's been using microwave her whole life. I know. The fact of the matter is every time you use that microwave, you're putting radiation into your food. That's just a fact. Because there's no way possible by nature that you can heat something up that fast. You have to put some extra shit in it to make that happen. And that extra shit ain't natural. So that extra shit is going to bother you some kind of way. It's what it is. So is your health and your comfort more important than your life? That is the question that you need to ask yourself. Is my comfort more important than my life? Point blank and period. We are lazy in this country. We have gotten comfortable with these false comforts. That's just a fact. And it's putting us in a compromising position. We now have a group of people who don't know how to take care of themselves, cannot survive. People are losing their minds in their own houses. How, Sway? How you losing your mind in your house? That's your energy. That's your personal space. How you bugging out in your space? How come you can't deal with your kids? They're your kids. They act just like you. Can't deal with yourself? That's a problem. And that's what this situation has put us in a position to do. We got to start facing ourselves. Start facing what really is. So we can start making better decisions. That's the only way to survive this. If you ain't with that program, it's a good chance that you're not going to survive. And that's just what it is. That's not being mean. That's not being insensitive. That's just a fact. You wishing some shit away or hoping that something doesn't happen is not going to stop that shit from happening. I'm sorry, that ain't how it works. You can't pray shit away. Don't work that way. You got to do something. You have to change something. It's insane to think that you can continue to do the same thing over and over again and going to get something else. No, that ain't how that works. It's real simple. You don't take care of yourself, you will surely die. Sooner. Because we all die. Even the healthiest person, they just may live to 90. See what I'm saying? Old age will just consume, you know what I'm saying, consume that. That's just what it is. They just died of old age. Take care of yourself, you can live a very long time. If you don't take care of yourself, your life will be short. That's just a fact. Not my opinion. I know a lot of people say, well, my grandfather and my grandma used to... The food that your grandma and your grandfather was eating is not the same shit. Even the pork that your grandparents and great-grandparents ate is not the same shit that they're feeding you now. Animals are not the same. Vegetables and fruits are not the same. Nothing is the same. They were actually eating real food. We don't eat real food. I'm sorry, guys. Most of the food you eat is fake. Every last one of it. The meat you eat, the starches you eat, the vegetables we eat. A lot of that shit is fake. And it has no nutritional value. The point of food is to have nutritional value. But this is something that you wouldn't know because you don't study that. Again, you leave it to everybody else to know what the fuck is up with what you got going on. You even leave it to the farmers to know how to do this and that. You need to start learning how to grow your own food, guys. You need to learn these things. Stop leaving that up to other people. This is how you can get tricked into shit. This is how you can get lied to when you don't know. It's easy to be lied to when you're uneducated. Educate yourself. How is that going to hurt you to read up or study about these things? How does that hurt you? And right now, you got the time. Got my father so scared he told me to come visit when this is over. That's crazy. That's bugged out. Only people that are scared are the ones that are not prepared. If your health is not on point, yeah, you're scared. Because your health is not on point. You are compromised. And you don't have to take no damn vaccine to uncompromise yourself. There are natural ways to do that. And we've been telling you, people, us have been telling you. You talk about they, us. We've been telling you that shit for years. All those revolutionaries, they've been telling y'all that for years. You need to start listening. It's part of the problem. We don't listen to each other. That's a big thing in our community and why our elders, and our youth have this big gap between us. We don't listen to each other. We don't respect each other. That's another thing. That was wild disrespectful how I started to, pretty much calling our ancestors jive ass niggas. Like, that's disrespectful. Them jive ass niggas is the reason why you're here right now. If it wasn't for people who were willing to die and sacrifice their lives, we wouldn't even be here. Like, y'all niggas ain't about to do that. Y'all don't got that type of heart. That was wild disrespectful. Which one of y'all are going to leave your 5 kids and go and go out there and riot for us? Which one of y'all gonna do that? Because that's what Malcolm and Martin did. Had whole 5, 6 kids. And went out into the world, to fight for everybody's kids. They weren't able to father their children because they were thinking about us as a whole. I don't care which one of these men you follow. If you was, if you with Martin, he was a little passive. If you with Malcolm, he was all this. However you want to put that. The fact of the matter is them 2 men saw a problem. And they decided to care about everybody instead of just them. And they had every reason to just think about them. They had 5 kids and wives. I think they had 5 kids apiece. That's a lot of children to have. There's a lot of mouths to feed. And they figured out they had to neglect their families to help everybody's family. Don't disrespect the elders. Don't do that. Because there's a whole lot of pussies walking around here. Y'all talk all that cash shit and you gangster and you ain't doing that, but you scared right now. You're not willing to die for the cause. You're not. So shut up and sit down. Because somebody has to die. Somebody has to live. Somebody has to make those sacrifices so we can get somewhere. Where in history did we ever get free or get somewhere without violence, without fighting for that? That's history. That's not my opinion or something that I just want to happen. That's just the facts. Tell me what era you know that we didn't have to fight and die to get somewhere. That's why I told him, you were absolutely somebody that Harriet Tubman would shoot. You're the person that we on our way to freedom and you want to go back and tell Massa. You want freedom? Freedom or death. Ain't that how it go? Ain't that the saying? And I know that's harsh again because we've been living in this production. You've been living in this, this play. Like life is sweet, and it's not. This shit is real. Yes, they had to break the rules to make new ones. Exactly. But you try to have conversations within the confinements of the rules. No. That ain't how that go. We got to do better, man. Point blank, period. As a people, especially as melanated people, we got to do better. Because again, you can say what you want about the people, but they got their stuff together. They are working with and for each other. They FUBU all the way. All these other nationalities and groups of people are FUBU. They are for them and by them. I'll say FUTU. They are for them and they live by them. And that's why they're not panicking. That's why they're not worried about this shit. That's why they just riding it on out. Because they're prepared for it. And they know that it takes them together to do it. They can have arguments. I'm sure other nationalities argue with each other and feel some type of way and all that shit. I'm sure that they do. But when it all boils down to it, they understand that, and we are stronger in numbers. If we work together, we all win. We don't get that. And that's a problem. So, if you're not willing to change your diet and your health, you know what I'm saying, your health lifestyle, if you're not willing to do that, yes, this situation, you should be scared. You absolutely should be scared. Bottom line. Because you have decided to continue to compromise yourself. That is a choice. Because I'm on here telling you, all these people are on here telling you, you're seeing this stuff, you're being told. And that's another thing. Y'all ain't noticed that not nan doctor done even mentioned anything organic or holistic? Not one. The CDC, none of them have even brought out those options. Not once. All these niggas are telling you to do is wash your hands and wear a mask. And you got several people out here giving you all types of. I just posted a video last night of Reza Islam. He did a whole 30-minute video on what you need to get. All the fruits, all the vegetables, all of the herbs that you can possibly buy or use to help with your immune system. A 30-minute list. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. So stop getting upset when folk, you know what I'm saying, when things happen and folks like me are not over here boo-hoo crying and tripping. Because we're sitting here and we're telling you for free what you can do to help yourself. We're telling you. Because again, we're good. The people that are telling you this shit are good. We're not scared. We chilling over here. You're the one that's panicking. So you might want to listen. And stop getting upset because you're mad at yourself because you're not understanding like, damn, this shit is really like this. And I have been living like this. That's what this is. Yep, I'm going to say it. Y'all are upset because your bubble has been burst and you don't want it to. You want the blue pill now. However, whichever one of them pills takes you back. You're Cypher right now. You want to get plugged back into the Matrix. That's what you want. And you're upset about it. And anybody that tells you anything different is you know what I'm saying, you're going to be upset with them. That's what it is. Sorry. We've been trying to tell you. Do better. Stop arguing with folk. Stop being upset. Stop being scared. Prepare yourself. If you have the resource, if you have the finances and the resources to get yourself together, then you need to do that. Hope you ladies don't go back to buying them weaves and lashes. Hope nobody going to buy I hope nobody has a new 2020 car. If y'all doing any of that shit after this all comes out, you asking for it. And that's just a fact. And you get mad at me all you want to. But if the thing that you're thinking about is getting back to that materialistic shit after this, you're asking for it. Exactly. But see, Tiffany, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that, but people try to act like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you don't think they better than each other. You know, that I'm this and that. I got this and that. Well, right now, nobody got nothing. See what I'm saying? And there are absolutely free ways to be healthy. It's absolutely free ways to do that. But we're lazy. We're lazy. Nobody wants to go nowhere. Nobody wants to do anything. You just want to sit in your car. How about you take a walk? There's simple things that you can do. You don't got to go to the gym to work out. You don't got to spend 20, 80, however much money. You know what I'm saying? Planet Fitness, you know what I'm saying, is the cheapest one. But you don't have to do that. Shit, YouTube free. You could do crunches and jumping jacks and sit-ups and all of that. There's no excuse to say that you can't be healthy. There's no excuse for that. Vegetables are cheaper than that shit you buy. Vegetables are not expensive. It's not. Anything that you don't want to do, you know what I'm saying? Anything you want to do, you'll figure out. I'll talk about like hair. Ladies, swear up and down. People used to come. Everybody loves my hair. They gives me compliments, and what would be killing me is that it be the same females with these long ass crazy weaves and shit. Talk about how you like my natural hair, and then when I tell you, well, maybe you need to do that. No, I can't do that. It's too much. Natural hair is too hard to take care of. What you talking about? The shit that you girls got to go through with them goddamn weaves. You got to go every 2 weeks. You got to wash and set. You got to put the oil in the edges. You got to braid them, and you need the cap, and you need this. What? You got to go through mad maintenance to keep up a weave. I had one once. I don't know how y'all do it. You kidding me? Because you don't want to comb your hair out. You're too lazy to put some elbow grease into combing out your hair. Laziness. So you willing to spend thousands of dollars to put somebody else's hair on top of your head because you don't want to comb out your own hair. Don't make no sense. Wasting all of that money because you simply don't want to comb out your hair. You perming your daughter's hair at 10 and 12 years old when they're not developed all the way yet. Their hair follicles are still growing, and you putting them chemicals on that shit because you are too lazy to comb your own kid's hair out because you don't want to do their hair. But you're having children and you know they're gonna have hair. So you're killing their hair follicles before they're even developed because you're being lazy. Yeah, I said it. Because that's what it is. You want this microwave, you know what I'm saying, lifestyle. And it's detrimental to your health. So, which one? Comfort or your health? Which one is it? Your choice. But every choice you make has consequences, whether they're good or bad. Action, reaction. Which one you gonna get? That's up to you. So I hope the individual that started this live, I hope that person's watching. Because yeah, I don't argue with folk, but I definitely get my point across. And what I need that individual and anybody else to know is that no matter what I say or what I do, my intentions is all love. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you are me and I am you. As melanated beings, we are one. I don't care if I gotta chin check you or not. I still love you. That's why I even care. If I didn't love you, if I didn't care, I wouldn't say anything. I would just sit back and watch. Because like I said, I'm good. Any resource that is needed, I know somebody who got it and is willing to give it to me. I'm good. Are you? That's why I'm saying something. Because I care more about than myself. And just my inner circle. Because I understand that as a whole, that's what is needed. So let's do better, guys. I love y'all. Love, 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 love y'all. Let's stop arguing and back and forth. If you have a different opinion of somebody's, let it be. Everybody has a right to live and die the way they want to. It's another one of my mottos, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to, I have a lot of, inner work to do, as far as my emotions. I keep telling you I'm an emotional person, but I have to work on, I have to get that together. Because I'm not going to be arguing with folk. I cannot let that be a distraction from what's more important. So, let's do better, guys. We're going to have conversations. Let them be productive. If they're not going to be productive, leave them alone. Stop fighting each other. It's counterproductive. And it ain't going to save you from corona. All that arguing and stuff, all that anger and all that stuff, that breaks down your immune system too. Being scared and all that brings down your immune system as well. That also puts you at risk. So I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Again, keep your immune system popping. Keep that shit on fleek. That's what you need. And if you're a melanated being, you need sun. Now, I'm not telling you that you got to go all out at the mall and be crazy. I'm not telling you to do that. But you need some sun. You need that vitamin D for your immune system. Don't let them tell you any different. You, melanated beings, you need the sun. And I don't care how you get it. You get you some. Stand on your patio. Stand in your backyard. Walk to if you in New York, walk to in the middle of whatever you got to do to get you some raw. You get that. You need that. I don't care what they say. They talk about Bill Gates trying to block out the sun and all that bullshit. That's the stuff I'm talking about. How the hell you gonna block out the damn sun, and the sun is the reason why we all live in the first place? What type of shit is that? There will be no earth if there's no sun. Get you some sun. I don't care how you figure that out. You get you some sun. Get you some fresh air. You bottle up in the house, somebody come in there with it, that shit circulating around your goddamn house. Get outside. I get outside. I love y'all. I promise you that I do. So, I'm going to be spending the rest of this weekend dealing with myself and working out some kinks that I got going on. I'll see you guys back up here on Monday. And I do apologize to my girl Lucy. I know we're supposed to have lockdown Thursdays, but we definitely gonna do that. And during the week, hopefully that she can have an earlier day so we can get that popping. Make sure you guys shop at Tiffy's Corner .square.site. Okay, I believe today is the last day for the April box, which is an immune. How's the way I put it? Immune friendly. Everything in April's box, subscription box, has to do with your immune system. Everything. Tiffy's Corner, .square.site. Use my name PlumpQueen and you get 10% off. Like I said, anything you need, I got. You need some herbal supplements for your immune system that deal with viral and bacterial infections. You need to hit that link from the Quantum R&D. Get you some Alpha 7. Get you some sinus and allergy. Get you that. Sea moss. You need you some sea moss. I got a homegirl that live in Cali. www.mossmanseamoss.com. She's on point. Very professional. Good shit. Good prices. Sea moss is good for you. It has 92 of the minerals that the body needs. The body needs 102. It has 92 of them. Get you some of that. All right, what else I got going on? All right, if you are trying to follow the rules with all the social distancing, but you got a business, guess what? Business keeps going because you still got that light bill to pay. You still got that mortgage and that, and you know what I'm saying, that insurance to pay. Well, I got these digital business cards where you can still get to other customers, get to your new customers, get to your old customers, and they can see everything you got going on, and you ain't never got to be in their face. These digital business cards is definitely dope. Was not even thinking about Corona when I went and got this. Just last month, over 500 people saw my card, and we all been in the house. I haven't been talking to nobody outside of social media. But 500 some odd people done saw my business card. You need to get you one. All the links to these are in the caption in this video. Click them and get yourself popping. Do not allow this situation to stop you from doing what it is that you want to do. As a matter of fact, this is a perfect time to start doing the things that you wanted to do. Give your time and your energy to yourself and not these jobs that when something happens, they just either lay you off or send your ass home. Get you some. All links is in the captions. I love y'all. If you have any questions, y'all know how to hit me up. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Love y'all. Peace.